Hi Conley Clan fam! So it is grocery haul time and it is the end of the month of January, so we will be wrapping up our January grocery haul. We are going in between our Texas house and our Nebraska house, so we will be shopping in both places. We have a family of 13 if you're new here, so the best part about today's grocery haul is we have a lot of new recipe ideas. So before I get into the groceries, I want to show you what it looks like when we come home to our Texas house and get ready to unload our groceries. This is what happens when you come home with groceries in the car. They're all waiting to help you unload. You guys are all standing there all lined up waiting to help. Thank you. Is that a lot of groceries?
No, it's only enough to last us a day.
You got some for yogurt?
Yes, I did.
I'm glad it's not. Is it the normal milk though?
I hope so.
They give us
I'll have to look.
hopefully it's the normal one.
It is our second week of HEB order for January. Starting over here with breakfast, so I got 2 packs of the 18 eggs. I've got the sausage patties and the sausage links. We will have eggs and toast one day for breakfast. We usually have over easy. The kids love over easy eggs. Then I have the 50 pack of tortillas here. That is to make either breakfast quesadillas or we could do breakfast burritos. Either one, we kind of change it up every now and again. And then we will have bagels and toast. So I have the plain bagels here, the blueberry bagels. We do have cream cheese already in the fridge for those. And I do have the 4 loaves of bread here. 2 of those loaves will be to make toast in the morning. We do have it with our eggs. We do have it just by itself sometimes. The kids will do all kinds of things with that. Peanut butter toast, honey toast. And somebody had mentioned doing cinnamon and sugar toast, and I used to do that when I was a kid, and I love that, and I should show them that. I was just trying to limit their sugar intake, but it is delicious. Then I have the gallon of milk here that will go for our oatmeal. I think we're going to do that just one time this week. So I got 1 of the old-fashioned oats. I actually do not have any in the pantry. I usually do, but I don't this time. So then also we have the stuff for pancakes already, so we will make pancakes. And that will probably be it for our breakfast. Although, ooh, one last thing. Emma is going to make German chocolate muffins. And she's going to make those, I think, for breakfast. That's probably be a better dessert. But we do like having muffins for breakfast. And then over here for lunches. So I have some of this bread is to make sandwiches. And I have 3 kinds of cheese. The provolone, the Colby Jack, and the cheddar. Those are our 3 favorite types of cheese. And then we're going to make, I do have ham in the fridge still, so we'll use some of the ham to make sandwiches. There's turkey to make sandwiches, so we will probably do 1 day of ham and 1 day of turkey. Some of this lettuce right here can go on our sandwiches. We have been having more lettuce on our sandwiches lately, which I love it that way. But also I'm going to make some salads for myself, and then if Sean wants some of the kids sometimes like to have salad, so we could use the lettuce for salad. Then we have some pizza snacks here. So pepperoni, pizza rolls, the kids love those. Usually that is enough for all the kids, I think, to have 8 or 9 of them. And then the kids that are still hungry will have a fruit to go with that. Then we're going to have the ham and cheese bombs. So ham and cheese pockets, we will make our pizza dough and then we will stuff them with the ham and then also put nacho cheese in there, and those are really good. The pizza bombs too are really good. Over here, this is to make some roasted veggies. I don't know if I'll do this for a lunch or a dinner, but I have, actually there's 3 heads of broccoli in here. And then I got a cabbage. I don't remember ordering this, but somehow I got it. I do like cabbage cut up and fried in a pan, so I might use it for that. Or maybe I'm just forgetting and it actually goes in one of our meals, maybe. But I don't remember ordering that. But that will go on with our veggies here. It could go roasted in the oven. And then I've got the smoked sausage, so jalapeno cheddar, and the original. And I will cut these up and put it on with our veggies. And I always think that that is so good. Again, I could do that either for a lunch or for a dinner. But just to wrap up the lunches, we've been doing more leftovers. We've had a lot of leftovers lately, and I like to get rid of those. So we'll do a leftovers day or two. We will also have, like I said, the sandwiches 2 days, the pizza rolls, and then I do have some hot dogs down the line, and we will have leftovers of those, I know. And so we could do a hot dog day as well. Then getting into our dinners, so we are going to have a baked potato bar. I have everything I need except for the potatoes. So here's my big bag of potatoes. It's 8 pounds. And then a can of chili, and this will be specifically to put on the potatoes. We like using nacho cheese, which we have, bacon bits, sour cream, and we have all that stuff in the fridge. Also, there's my lone bread. I do actually have a loaf of bread in the cabinet, and we are going to make French toast for one night because the kids do love having breakfast for dinner, and so we will do French toast, and then if we have any leftover eggs, we'll do that, or sausage. We will add that to it as well. More dinners over here. So Emma asked me if she could make shrimp pasta. And so here is the stuff for that. I've got the shrimp here, 2 bags of shrimp. I have the heavy whipping cream. We do have some in the fridge still, but I got that just so we didn't run out. Some Parmesan cheese, and then some parsley it takes. Now, I think I have some noodles up in the cabinet. If I don't, I might have to go run and grab some, but I'm pretty sure I do. There's a lemon if anybody wants to put some lemon over their shrimp pasta. This sounds really good. She sent me the recipe, and this will be the first time we've ever made this, so we will let you know if it's any good. And then we have enchiladas. This is one of Sean's favorites. I've got the olives that go on top. I've got 2 cans of enchilada sauce. Usually we only use 1. I've got a backup just in case. If I have that extra one, I might make Mexican pizzas one night. But there is the hamburger. It's 2 pounds of ground beef that goes in our enchiladas. And then I bought a large bag of the mild cheddar shredded. We go through this like really fast. So that will go on top of our enchiladas, and then the rest of it, well, I'm sure it will get used on other things. Then I've got the 2 tomatoes here, and that will go, I'll put that on top of some of our enchiladas because Sean and I like the tomatoes. Some of the kids do not though. And then I do have another 50 pack of tortillas here. This will be to make some of the enchiladas, and then I have 100 tortillas now. This is why I always have a lot of tortillas in my cabinet, but it helps because we can do all kinds of things with those, especially if we're looking for an extra lunch or an extra dinner or something like that, and then I don't have to buy them maybe next time. So that's always nice. We are going to make goulash, and we have not made goulash in forever. We make a very simple version of it because the kids do not like it any other way but simple. So I've got 3 cans of the tomato juice. I've got 2 16-ounce packages of the elbow noodles, and then I have 2 pounds of the ground hamburger. And that is literally all we use besides some seasonings in there. And that is how the kids like it. That's how I remember it being made, and that is how my kids like it as well. Homemade pizza, that is something we do quite often. We did it, I think, last week, and we took it to our neighbors. And so this week we are making some again. So there's our 1 bag of mozzarella, and then there is our 2 bags of pepperoni, and that will be to make, that should hopefully make 4 pizzas. We may only make 3. Sometimes we have a lot of leftovers when we make 4. Then we're going to grill out one night. We haven't grilled out for a while, but it's only been once in like the last 6 months. So we have our big bag of hamburgers, our frozen patties there. We have some brats, which we have not made brats in a long time. So I've got some brats. Those are one of my favorites. And then I've got this big thing of hot dogs here. We will make a few hot dogs, but then like I said earlier, the rest of those will go for a lunch. Then there are the buns for the hamburgers. So I've got the hot dog buns, the hamburger buns. They are both a bag of 16. And that wraps up our dinners for the week. Now we go on to snacks. I've got chips here. So we will snack on those chips. We could use them for our sandwiches during lunchtime. I did not buy any more chips this time. I forgot, so we may do that. But 2 bags of the party size chips, tortilla chips. I've got 2 boxes of the fruit and grain apple bars. 1 box of the snack crackers like the Ritz. The kids have really been liking these. I should probably try a few different ones because they do like club and I haven't bought those in a while. I should kind of change it up. Let me tell you what though. I've been slowly adding things to my list on HEB because it wasn't saving any of my favorites. So I have been just kind of slowly adding things as I think about them, as I order them, and now my list is getting bigger and bigger, and I'm remembering to order more and more things. But the bad thing about that is my bill goes up and up. So then I do have these crackers. Jade asked me for peanut butter crackers like the ones we used to buy at Aldi. These are similar to that. So I got her 2 packages of those. I'm sure some of the other kids will like those. I've got the animal crackers here. We already went through our Walmart ones, and that was only a week ago. That was 2 bags of those. So I did buy another bag of those. I've got a mango here for Logan. I've got a sweet potato here for Logan. I've got a bag of Red Delicious apples. All the kids eat those. I have 4 bunches of bananas, hoping this time they don't go bad, but I will use some of these to make a lot of baby food for Logan too. The oranges, I thought I ordered these last time. I didn't get them, so they were either out or I forgot. So I did not forget this time. Here's our mandarin oranges. I've got 2 bags of the sweet peppers. I have found that the kids love eating these. So I got 2 bags of those, 1 for me and 1 for them, because I do like to snack on those too. A bag of carrots, the kids like those, plus I do use those to make baby food for Logan also. I've got 2 cucumbers. Those were a request from Lily. She loves eating cucumbers just plain, and so does Elena. So they each can have 1 of those cucumbers. I've got some energy drinks here. I only bought 4 this time. So I've got the watermelon. I do like the watermelon. I also love the white pineapple. That is a newer flavor. That is really good. But I got 4 watermelon energy drinks. I've got tomato paste and Italian style diced tomatoes. Those are to make pizza sauce. So I remembered this time because I usually forget. And then I've got just the mild peppers. This is if we want to put those on anything, like if we want to do our enchiladas or maybe our Mexican pizzas, or I always like to have a can of these in the pantry. I got 1 avocado because we could use that on any of our Mexican stuff. Also, we could use that to make some guacamole. I do have like a little seasoning packet in the cupboard that I wanted to use up. I've got some all-purpose flour. We go through a lot of that. That is a 5-pound bag. I should be buying that probably more in bulk, but I haven't yet. There's my caramel coffee that Sean and I have in the mornings. I did get a pizza sauce there just in case ours doesn't turn out, or if we have pizza and I forget one time. Also, I've got some oregano. I got 2 of them because we were completely out of it, and we do use it a lot, especially making our own taco seasoning. So I got 2 of those. I've got 1 baby food. I still have 1 up in the cupboard, but those are just backups for me in case. I've got 2 packages, I think it's 2 here. Yep, 2 of the yeast for making our pizza dough and our breads and all of that stuff that we do. I've got a lime here. This is just a lone lime to squeeze on anything, any of these, meals over here. That Ishan usually likes lime. The kids actually like eating them, and I used to like doing that too when I was a kid, but they will always try stealing it once it's cut up. And then I have our condiments. So I've got 2 bottles of the ranch. I've got 1 of the honey mustard. Jade and Isabella have been really missing that. Let's see, I got a ton of the minced garlic. This is huge. I didn't know it was going to be so big, but we do use that a lot, and I like having it already minced for me. It just makes life a little easier, and so I've been buying it that way these days. So I got a big one of those. I've got 3 of the unsalted butter 2 packs because we use that for all of our baking. Here is the cocoa powder that Emma needed for her muffins that she's going to make. Also, there are some chocolate chips up there. I think she'll either use the cocoa powder or the chocolate chips, either way. I got an extra mayo. We just opened our last one. I've got a cream of chicken. This is just an extra because we use this a lot for like gravy on potatoes and on our chicken dishes and in our noodles. And so I like to have a can of that. I've got some extra olives in case we want to put that on something. I think I have everything for Mexican pizzas if we need to have an extra dinner night. So I do like having just a backup dinner night just in case I don't get to the store in time. And then last here on the counter is our trash bags. I bought a really large bag, 100 bags, because we go through them really fast. It seems like we have a lot of trash, but we do have a lot of people. And then I have our dog food here. I had been running out of this all the time, and we'd have to make a special trip into town just to get dog food. So we started buying it from HEB instead of Walmart. So the dogs don't seem to mind. They seem to like it. And so we have started buying it at HEB instead. Our baby water for Logan's baby bottles. You know, it is kind of fun to watch the buying less and less of his water, because that means he's drinking less bottles and eating more baby food, and that just means he's getting bigger. And I love once they get out of the bottles, because well, life is a lot easier, but it just means that they're 1 year old and that he is getting so close. Oh my gosh, and I can't believe it's been that long. And then last is our toilet paper that we always get, and this right here was $358.55. It is week 3 of January, and this is our 3rd week HEB order. Now, it's going to be just a little bit smaller because we are doing some traveling. We will be spending about a week and a half in Omaha. So I only had about 5 days to shop for this time. We're going to start with breakfast. We've got our 2 cartons of 18 eggs each there. That is what we normally get because we usually do eggs, and we'll do some sausage. So I do have sausage here, which is the links, and I also have a big bag of the patties. So 26 patties, and then you get 36 links. We're going to do oatmeal. I have oatmeal in the cupboard, but we ran out of milk, and so I couldn't make it. And so we just last week had like an extra toast day. But that is the milk I need to make that oatmeal. So we're going to have oatmeal, and then we run out of peanut butter really fast lately. The kids are doing peanut butter toast. So I've got a 4-pound jar of peanut butter, which is what I got last time. And I can't believe we ran out really fast. So we will do some peanut butter toast because I have 5 loaves of bread there, and that will go to make, some of that will go to make the toast in the mornings. And then we have bananas here, which signify banana bars. So Emma made banana muffins, but we have not made our banana bars lately, and they are so good. They have like kind of like a chocolate frosting almost on the top. I don't know that it's an awesome breakfast, but the kids do love it. We don't do our Pop-Tart Fridays anymore, so we have been experimenting with other things. So those banana bars we haven't had in a while, and we decided to have those. So also, one of Emma's other favorite things to make is Southwest potatoes. So we're going to chop up those potatoes, and we're going to have potatoes and eggs. I absolutely love having like a scramble. So I'll do some Southwest potatoes. I'll cut up a little bit of sausage and put it in there. And then I'll put an over easy egg that has the yolk on top. And I think that is just an amazing breakfast. So that is our breakfast. If I happen to need an extra one, I do have the stuff for pancakes. We could do that too. Lunches. So we are going to have some BLTs. So I do have 2 things of bacon. I've got hickory smoked and mesquite smoked. We're going to have, we're going to use some of this bread here to make the BLT sandwiches. I've got 2 tomatoes there. I don't know how many kids will have tomato, but I wanted to make sure I had enough. I know Sean and I love using tomato on it. And then there are 2 heads of lettuce there to go on the sandwiches as well. And then if we have any leftover lettuce, we could use it for other sandwiches or just to have a salad. Next, we are going to have Italian subs, and as you can see, I am missing my hoagie buns. So they were all out of hoagie buns, so I'm going to have to run in and grab them, hopefully from the HEB in Refugio. There is the chipotle mayo, though, that we put on it. There are the hot banana peppers the kids love to use. I do have the smoked ham here, and then we use the salami. Some of the kids like the cheese singles. Some like provolone, some like Colby Jack, and some like cheddar. So we have a variety of cheeses just to keep everybody happy. To go with our sandwiches, I got all kinds of chips. I thought this time we would try some different ones because I always get the same 3. I've got some sweet onion wavy. I've got the ridged buffalo, the loaded baked potato, which is just about everybody's favorite. I've got the sour cream and onion, which is what we always get. Emma really wanted these. They are the queso papitas. She wanted spicy. Then we've got this chile limon, and we've never had this, so I don't know how those will taste. And then Elena wanted barbecue, so we grabbed some barbecue chips. That will definitely be plenty of chips for this week. I just wanted to get us some different flavors so that way we could see if there's anything out there that we like a little bit better. Then we're going to have beef and cheddars. So I've got the hamburger buns. I've got the nacho cheese. We actually went through our whole can, and so I need to go get another big can. They did not have it when I ordered online. So here's just the regular one. Here's a hot and spicy one. Our kids love hot and spicy. Well, a lot of the kids love hot and spicy, not all of them. But I thought we would try that. I've got a couple things of roast beef here. So we will make beef and cheddars for lunch. And then we're going to have some sliders. These are called cheeseburger sliders. So I actually have 3 packages of the Hawaiian roll buns. I've got the dill relish, and then I have our ground beef here. And that will be to make the cheeseburger sliders. So I don't think we've had this recipe before. So we are going to try this. Hopefully it's good, but it sounded really good. And then if we needed to, we could just do like some of the stuff that we have in the cupboard if we needed an extra lunch, or we could always do sandwiches. I still have some sandwich stuff in, like some turkey in our fridge. You know, now is the time where we're trying to get rid of everything that we have in the fridge so none of it goes bad while we are away. Now for dinners, we're going to do oven-baked tacos, which takes the hard shell tacos. So I've got the super stuffers, and then the kids love these. They're the nacho cheese taco shells. So I've got 2 boxes of those. And then we have our sour cream. I do have 3 containers of it. One of those is going to go in another meal down the line. I'll tell you here in a minute. I do have some olives. The kids love olives, so we will sprinkle those on top. Our ground beef to go inside. We have homemade taco seasoning, so we didn't need that. And a big, huge bag of mild cheddar. We go through the mild cheddar cheese so fast. So sometimes I'm thinking, do I need to get 2? But I only got 1 this time. Then just for an easy dinner night, we've got some chicken nuggets and some french fries. We have been going through the french fries like we don't have enough when we make them. So I got this huge bag, which is 5 pounds of french fries, which is crazy to me that that's not enough. But I did buy another 32-ounce bag of french fries so the kids could have more when they come back for their seconds. And then we're going to make just some spaghetti. So I've got 3 jars of the tomato, onion, and garlic sauce. I've got 3 bags of the pasta. Sometimes this is nice to make extra pasta because then we'll have it left over for lunch, and the kids will do butter garlic noodles with that. But we're going to have a night of spaghetti, and then here's a new one. It is like honey garlic sesame chicken or something like that. And so I've got the soy sauce. I have the honey. We've got green onion. I've got a thing of ginger. Actually, I'm not sure why they gave me 2, but some ginger. I've got some fresh cut onions. Now, we saw those and Emma's like, Mom, could you please get those? Because she always likes to talk about how the onions make her cry. So I went ahead and got those for her because she asked. And then I've got 2 heads of broccoli here that goes with this meal. And because we're doing little chicken bites with broccoli, I've got 2 things of the 2-pound chicken breast tenderloins. Hopefully that will be enough. I used to do just 1. The kids are just getting bigger now and eating more, and so I figured I was going to have to do 2. Then it is a Doritos Casserole. This is a new recipe also, but it looks so good. This is where that thing of sour cream comes in that I told you for our tacos. We will use one of them for this meal. So I've got, let's see, 2 bags of the nacho cheese. They're like Doritos, the HEB brand. I've got a jalapeno bag. I thought maybe we could sprinkle that over part of it because some of the kids love spicy. In it, and I'm surprised you don't use hamburger, but it calls for rotisserie chicken instead, and I thought that was very interesting. So we will use that. It looks so good, and we'll probably make this meal tonight, I bet. And then a bag of cilantro. We've got some diced tomatoes with the green chilies in them. I got 2 cans. We may probably only use 1 of those, but I do like having this in the cupboard because we use those a lot. And then I just got some regular green chilies, some black beans, a can of cream of mushroom I was surprised that that was in there, but it called for that, so I got that. And then I actually have 6 cans of corn back here. I think it calls for like 1 or 2 cans, but I got the rest of them to keep as a side dish for one of our other meals if we need it. The kids love having sweet corn. And then I got some shredded Parmesan. I have no idea which meal this goes in. We already have some in the cupboard. I didn't think I ordered it, but I must have ordered it for something. So then I have our fruits and our snacks. This is all I got this time because we're having a short week and we're leaving. So I've got the bananas for a snack. We'll go through those really fast, probably by tomorrow. And then we have the applesauce. The kids love having that. The peanut butter crackers, which Jade had asked for and then everybody loved. I've got the mandarin oranges, a bag of apples, and that is it for our snacks. We do still have a box of granola bars in the pantry and apple bars and popcorn and things like that. So we're doing okay on snacks. Next, we are going to do a couple little experiments with the kids for homeschool. So I've got the French vanilla, and then back here is the banana instant pudding. That's for one thing, and then they're very similar recipes. And then I've got the strawberry yogurt and the cherry yogurt, and that is also, so we're going to make, it's like one of them is like a slime type thing. It's a thicker slime. And then one of them is a putty. And I think you mix like cornstarch in it with water, and then you manipulate it, and it's supposed to be really cool and really sensory, and I have a lot of sensory kids. So I thought that would be fun to do and try and just see what happens when we make it. I've got a sweet potato. That is for Logan to make his lunches and dinners. I do still have some fruits that I'm using that are in my fridge. Then I've got the extra butter, the extra ketchup, extra flour. We'll probably go through some of that because Emma likes making muffins. Well, she'll probably use that in her banana bars and things like that. I've got 1 gallon of the water for Logan for his bottles, a backup for our coffee for our Keurig, and then this lone thing here, which is the traditional spaghetti sauce. I have no idea why I bought that either. Sometimes I buy things and I'm like, why in the world did I get that? And so sometimes there's so much going on in my head when I'm doing groceries, and actually this time I had Emma help me with this grocery order. She helped me pick all the meals. She helped me when I ordered, and she does know how to order herself. We've had her go experiment with that, but she had so much fun picking everything out with me. If you can see, I do not have anything down here today. No backup toilet papers or paper towels or anything like that. So because we're leaving in about 5 days, I figured we would be fine until then, and I'll just get that on our next round. This right here was $342.23. All right, this is our last week of January groceries. We are in our Omaha house, and I had to shop for about a week's worth. We'll be here for about a week. So starting here, we've got our 8 gridlocks for our energy drinks in the morning. We've got our gallon of milk and our rolled oats to make some oatmeal while we're here for breakfast. I've got 2 cartons of eggs. We did have some family bring us some eggs, so we do have some left in the fridge that I will use. But we're going to be making sausage and eggs. So I got 2 cartons, 12-pack of eggs, and then I've got the 4 boxes of sausage there. So sausage and eggs. We also are going to have some breakfast quesadillas. So here I have 3 packages of tortillas. We probably won't use all 3 of those, but you know, they have a top and a bottom on them, so we go through quite a bit more. If we don't use them all, I do have one other thing that I could use those for, and I'll show you here in just a minute. So breakfast quesadillas, and then I have 3 bags of the English muffins. We are going to make some egg McMuffins. I do also have cheese down the line, and we will use some of the sausage links to go on those egg McMuffins. I always like when I can use things for more than one meal. So also we can have some toast for breakfast. That's always an easy thing. Butter toast, peanut butter toast. The kids love both of them. So I have bread there. So a couple of those loaves will be for the toast. Then I have a ton of bananas here. We are making banana bars. I ordered 25 bananas. Hopefully that will give us enough for banana bars. And then if anybody wants bananas for a snack or for breakfast, they can have a banana separate too. Then, like I was talking about these loaves of bread, I do have 6 loaves of bread, and we're going to use them not only for toast in the morning, but we are going to make ourselves some grilled cheese and tomato soup. So I have 4 jars of the roasted garlic spaghetti sauce, and Ariel, she had mentioned in the comments that I could make tomato soup with the spaghetti sauce and then heavy whipping cream. Now they were all out of the heavy whipping cream, which is too bad, but I'll just have to make a run to Walmart and grab some of that to go in there. So we'll mix that up and we'll make some homemade tomato soup. And then here is some cheese, just what I call the cheap cheese, and that will go on our grilled cheese sandwiches. So also for a lunch, we're gonna have pigs in a blanket. So I have 2 of the crescent rolls, and then I have a large package, looks like 26 maybe hot dogs, and those will be to make pigs in a blanket. So I have that. And then if somebody doesn't want a pig in a blanket, they can have it on a bun instead. So I got some hot dog buns. I do have some kids that will just like pick off the crust off the hot dog, and then they would prefer a bun. So I just got a bag of those too. We're gonna have some Lunchables. So I got some golden round crackers. 1 package of those usually does everybody. And then I've got some Colby Jack cheese and some cheddar cheese. And that will be for a couple different cheeses for the Lunchables. I also got a bag of the chicken lunch meat and the ham lunch meat, so that way we can use it for on top of the crackers. Sorry guys, if you hear Logan in the background, he's sitting next to me in the high chair. And then we are also going to make some sandwiches on hamburger buns. I always think sandwiches on hamburger buns are really good. I actually prefer my sandwiches that way. So I've got 4 bags of the hamburger buns there. And then we will also use this lunch meat here for the sandwiches. And then I've got this party tray, the cheese party tray. So there's all different kinds of cheese in there. That way the kids can pick what they want. A lot of times we'll use like this one for the Lunchables, and then these for the sandwiches. And so we may do it that way, but it doesn't have to be done that way. That's just kind of how we do it. Also, I've got the snack combo bag of chips back there. That is to go with all the sandwiches we're going to be having. So we're also going to do peanut butter and jelly if we need an extra day of lunch. And then heading over to dinners. Before we start on the dinners, these 3 cans right here, I have 2 mini raviolis and 1 of the chilies, and that is for if one of the kids doesn't like something we're having, then they can have one of those. I also know these are things that Gavin will 100% eat, and so I always have a couple cans of these laying around. That way if he doesn't like something, I know he'll still eat. But okay, for dinners, we're gonna make cheese dip. So I have 2 of the cheese melts, and then 1 of the quesos, the jar of queso, 2 cans of the diced tomatoes. I'm gonna double this recipe because a lot of times we have it and then we get so close to running out, and I just wanna make sure we have enough, and then we can use it for a leftover also for a lunch if we need to. And so it's nice sometimes having the leftovers, so that way I don't have to come up with another lunch idea. I do have 4 of the restaurant style chips. And then I've got 1 of the tortilla triangles. Sean loves these, and so I went ahead and got those because those are his favorite chips from Aldi. So then we also are gonna have, it is called French onion rice. And I made a small batch last time I made this, and man, the kids loved it so much. And we went through it, and it was like, wow, I should have made a bigger batch of that. So I've got 3 boxes of the beef broth. I've got 2 bags of the white rice. And then I am missing, they were out of the French onion soup, so I will have to pick that up at Walmart. And then also, oh, I forgot, here's my hamburger actually. So 2 pounds of the hamburger that goes in with this cheese dip here. So I may use, since I'm doubling it, I will probably use the full 2 pounds. A lot of times if I just make a single batch of this, I will only use 1 pound of hamburger since it is cheese dip. I don't like it to be overpowered with the hamburger. So, and that also helps save money too, because meat is so expensive these days, I feel like. So that is back here, that is the French onion rice that we're gonna have. And then I have the mozzarella cheese, a big bag of that. I think it's 32 ounces. And we are gonna make Stromboli. So we have all the stuff to make the dough, and there's the cheese, and then there's the salami. So I got one bag of the salami, but I'm missing my pepperonis because they were out of that too. And then I have one can of olives here that will also go on that. Most of the kids like olives. A couple of them don't, but I always put olives on most of the batches of stuff. But we have not had Stromboli in a long time. I want to say like maybe a year. Then right here, I do have some bacon bits and I have some mild cheddar cheese. If we have some potatoes left over from one of our other dinners, I am going to use those for a baked potato bar. I may, if we need this dinner, I might have to go buy just one more bag of the 5-pound. But I do have 2 5-pound bags of potatoes here. And I have, let's see, 2 bags of the tortillas there. We are going to make spicy potato soft tacos, and then here is our chipotle aioli spread to go on those. Emma found this recipe and I thought, oh, the kids usually love these from Taco Bell, and so I'm going to make those. Now I should have enough potatoes left over to have this baked potato bar, but if I don't, I might have to go back and grab one more 5-pound bag. But hopefully, sometimes I end up overbuying and I need less than what I think I do, and then other times I don't buy enough. And sometimes if I'm not making something often, like this will be the first time we've ever made these soft tacos, potato soft tacos, so I'm not quite sure how many potatoes I'm going to use. Then I've got just 2 frozen pizzas back there. I've got, I think it was a meat pizza, like an all meat, and then a supreme. So that will be for just a really easy dinner night. Then I have our, let's see, our chicken tenderloins here. And this is, I believe, a 3-pound bag. And also I have a bunch of these mashed potatoes, instant mashed potatoes. So I've got let's see, what do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 5 bags of those. Now I actually thought these were going to end up coming a little bit bigger than this. They're pretty small. They had no boxed potatoes at all. And so it was like, out of all my meals, everything was missing like one ingredient, I swear. And it makes it really hard because I didn't want to go back and try to replan everything I had already just planned. So that makes it kind of difficult sometimes. So I bought 5 of these. Hopefully that's enough. If not, we'll have to just come up with something else. Maybe we can put it over some extra rice or something like that. But we usually figure things out. It just takes a little bit of thought. And then some cream of chicken soup. I've got 2 cans of this. And that will be the gravy for our mashed potatoes. That is our dinners while we're here in Omaha. Next, snacks. So our kids do have a snack time at 3:30. So I've got 3 boxes of the Chewy variety granola bars. I think I actually ordered 5 because I wanted a couple boxes for when we drive back, but they only had 3. Then I got the cheese crackers, a big, huge family size box of those. 2 of the peanut butter toast crackers. Those are Jade's favorite. I've got the blueberry bars. I actually ordered 3 boxes of the apple bars, and they were all out of those too. Then I've got some cheese dip and cracker sticks. I got 2 of those. I got a bag of apples. I got a bag of oranges, but look at this. It was ripped open when I got it. So hopefully nobody stole any oranges out of there. And then I've got the yeast. This is to make our doughs that we make. I probably have some here, but I got some just in case. I've got some pepitas back there. I was going to make myself some salad. I do have some lettuce that was brought over to us, but I've only got about half of that left. So we'll see if I have enough to make some salad for myself. Pepitas I love, and HEB does not carry these, and oh, I miss them so much. I've got this random can with no label on it, and there was no label in the bag. I am not sure what that can is. I think it just got thrown in my bag for some reason. I've got some baby wipes here. We are almost out, so I grabbed those. These are for me. I don't get sweets very often, but I love pina colada. So they are like a pina colada fruit bar. Man, they look so good. So So I got a box of those because I got this for everyone else. So chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream and cookies and cream ice cream just for a little treat. And then some unsalted butter because we just used the last of ours. And an extra sour cream. I do have some in the fridge, but because we've been gone so long, I'm not exactly sure if it's still good. So I bought one of these just in case. This is our Aldi order for the last week of January, and I spent $285.56. That is really good. I did have some cash back on there, about $8 cash back, but I thought that was a really good deal. So I have some helpers with me here to end today's video.
That's it for the month of January for the grocery haul. The total is a lot. $2,092.71. That's a lot.
And that does include about $100 spent in between everything.
Bye.
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 See you in the next one.